rust reformer is absolutely amazing. Look at the frame rail here in the rear. It looks absolutely fantastic. No rust anywhere. Got to give it one more good coat. I also painted the differential back here, and it looks great. Side rails, everything's starting to come along in the truck. This is all the rust and the body sealer that GM uses. You can see it's all coming off. It's everywhere, so it's definitely looking a lot better. I cannot wait to get this finished. Everything, like I said, looks fantastic. I'm pretty happy about it. So let me show you guys what is next. I'm getting ready to get out of here with my brother. This is going to be a lot of fun. Check this out. So here we go. This is the install I am doing today. Big shout out to Auxbeam and Klaus and all the guys over at Auxbeam. Fantastic company. I've got all kinds of lighting going on the truck. A 21-inch light bar that's curved, as you can see. It's going to fit the front lower area of the bumper. This is super bright. Wait till you guys see it. Totally illegal, but love it. Over here is the high beams, low beams, and the fog lights. These are two different pairs of fog lights. One is amber color and one is bright white with a hint of blue. And the headlights, the low beam and the high beam, are 6,000 K, the same as one pair of the fog lights, but the other pair is 3,000 K amber. Actually, I think it's 2,500 K, but these are amazing lights. They're really bright and the quality is fantastic. I'm going to show you guys here. Auxbeam are a great lighting company. I've been looking at getting a set for a while, and they hit me up and wanted me to do an install on the truck. So here we are. You can see this is the best line that they have for the LEDs. They're the highest quality. They're just an absolute beautiful design. They got the fan in the back to keep them cool, but we're going to see what they look like on the Duramax. The quality is good. It's made of a very light aluminum, and like I said, it's going to keep the light cool with the fan in the back. Everything hooks up. It's got the ballast and the harness. I cannot wait to see what the truck looks like with the lights installed. First, I have to go to Walmart as I have to pick up a switch and a harness in order to install the light bar. I don't want to wire it up to the fog lights or anything like that. I think it absolutely needs to have a separate hookup as it's super bright and it's going to blind everybody. I'm going to show you guys when it gets a little bit darker here. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm super pumped to put this light bar on the truck. It is so damn bright. Might as well be illegal, but you know, you guys are going to check it out. When it gets a little bit darker, I'm going to show you. It is going to be fantastic. We got to get this stuff installed, so we're headed to Walmart to get what we need. Let's get going. So we definitely need to get a tow hitch adapter for a flagpole up here, an American flag.
Not a flagpole, flagpole.
Yeah, but you know, for when I'm towing, I'm gonna have to get like a setup for the back of the truck for a flag. But definitely want to fly a flag back there on the Duramax for sure. So we're going into Walmart. We gotta get that switch for the light bar, don't we? Typical. We're back at Wally World again, right?
Of course. I'm away from home.
That's your favorite place?
Nope.
It is. And people will get all weird because they see a camera and they start looking at us and like, oh my God, it's a camera.
Why is he filming?
So here's what I'm going to need. I'm tapping the ignition accessory because I don't want the light bar to be able to turn on unless the ignition is on. So I can go ahead and plug this into the ignition fuse, then put the fuse in the back side and then run the wire to the switch. Then the other wire of the switch goes to the positive on the light bar, and then the light bar grounds in the engine bay or somewhere, which I'll use couplers for and tape everything up. That's how I'm going to be able to toggle. So if you've never done this before, what happens is the positive energy goes to the switch, then the switch sends it out to whatever you're powering, but while it's in the off position, it is not going to send it to the light. So that's how I'm going to set this up with a fuse tab. It's going to be much better this way. So I got the lines run right here. One is for the fuse box and one is the power lead to the light bar. Then the light bar ground will ground out somewhere in the front bumper area. Then we'll hook up the switch, and once it works, we're going to seal everything up. Then we're going to do the high beam and low beam and fog lights. Okay, so the issue at hand is that the bolts that come with the light bar aren't long enough in order to get it mounted up with that front opening on the Silverado and Sierra. So I have these really long studs that are 2.5 inches and they fasten right up to the nuts that came with the kit. The only problem is once the nut is locked on the bottom of the bracket that holds the light bar, there's a lot of dead space here. So I'm going to space that out. So to rectify this issue, I'm going to put these 3 spacers I have and then lock it in with 2 riv nuts. What that's going to do is it's going to space out all the gap inside and allow the light bar to hang exactly where I want it to be. And then I'll be able to use a washer and nut on the bracket side to fasten the light bar to this setup. And I'm going to make sure to leave the flat side pointing down so it's got like sort of like a washer setup against the bottom. But this setup's got to go on the truck, so I'm going to go ahead and put that there now and show you how I have it set up. So this is the setup right here, and you can see the threads that are left to put on the bracket for the light bar. That's how I'm going to do the other side, and I mounted it right there, which is a perfect position for it. So I'm going to get started on the other one. I ended up having to space it out one more time and adjust it. So you can see up there I've got the spacers set up this way. The light bar is stable and it will not move. Now it can be adjusted with the Allen screws on either side, but in order to do this, the bumper would have to be removed every time. I kind of wish it came with a butterfly finger tab that you could just put your fingers in here and adjust it, but it did not. So that kind of sucks, but I don't think I'm going to need to adjust it. If I do, taking the bumper off is not very hard. And maybe soon I might get the exact same size Allen nut that I have, but with like a butterfly tab or like a finger tab. This way I can turn it without having to use a tool. I have the power wire and ground ready to go here. I'm going to put the ground down there on the frame. This power wire is going to get the lead from the position on the switch, which I have coming through right here. And on the Duramax, there's a clip tab right here that you can lock it into place with, which is really, really cool. I don't have to really tuck these wires away, as the Duramax already has locking tabs on the side. So this power wire right here is coming from the switch inside the cabin, and then the other power wire that's going to the switch to feed it is going to be tapped right here on the fuse box. And since I have something else that's already tapped, I'm going to install my wire tap for 2 fuses, install the fuse, and tap both these in place, tie up the wires. Then I'm going to go ahead and hook everything up. Just finished tapping the fuse box and then crimping the lead wire from the ignition to the switch. And you can see that right here, I tapped the fuse box right there. So my step lift from Amp Research, as well as the light bar, can get the power from the fuse. Now that I've crimped this, I can just go ahead and tape it all up. So the spot I'm putting it is right here, which is just off center from the driver headlight, and that should be a good enough ground for me. And then after I do that, I'll be able to go in and get the switch situated. Now all I have to do is connect and crimp this power wire, which is the lead from the switch as it is feeding from the fuse box. And then when you switch it to the on position, sends power via this wire into the light bar, and the light bar is ground right there. But I'm going to tuck up the wires real nicely after I couple this together, test it one more time, and then I've got to get the switch mounted in the dashboard somewhere. So I'm just going to get the wires all tucked up neatly now that I have concluded with crimping the wires. Okay, everything is officially tied up nicely. Now it's time to get the switch installed inside the cabin. Now drilling the spot to put the switch. I chose to install the switch on the same panel the hood latch is attached to, and the reason is because it's a small panel and inexpensive to get if I ever wanted to take the switch out and put it back to factory. If I drilled somewhere else on the dash, I may have to replace a lot more panels and it may get pretty expensive. So I left it right there where I can easily access it, but didn't destroy some of my dashboard panels, which I didn't want to do. Plus I want the switch hidden anyway. Install is complete. I think it looks absolutely fantastic right there. Easy and accessible, nice and clean. Now it's time to show you guys what it looks like when it's turned on. Moment of truth right here. All right, hit it. My God, that is bright. That is insane. You can just see the ray of light. Fantastic if you ask me. I just absolutely love it. It looks so damn good. Thanks to Auxbeam yet again for sponsoring me with the high beams and the low beams. Gonna go ahead and get these installed next. Gonna start working on the low beam. I'm just gonna make sure this line lines up with the top right here. Gonna connect this. The bulb is in. This is the 9005, which is the low beam. The other side of this ballast is going to connect. Oh, gotta tighten this on actually right here. There we go. Now they're locked together, and this side goes to the factory wire harness, which is right here. And it bolts right on. Yeah, no issue there. Bolts right on. So now I'm gonna go get the other set with the high beam in it. We're gonna check. All right, so same thing. Gonna connect the Auxbeam. It only goes in one way, which is right like this, and this will screw it on. Very easy setup with the Auxbeam lighting. And then we're gonna go ahead and plug just like this. Now I'm gonna put the headlight back up in its regular position, even though we gotta, you know, put the ballast up and get everything a little bit more organized. We're just gonna test to see what this looks like in comparison to the stock lights.
If you guys can see in the video right now, though, this one definitely looks a little brighter. It's shining a little more. Yeah, that one's definitely brighter though. That high beam's yellow, that one isn't.
You can see how much brighter the Auxbeam is on the right versus factory on the left. Well, factory high beam and some unknown LED for the low beam. Much brighter. I think it looks fantastic. Oh my God.
That's why.
Is that-
Holy shit. Yeah, dude, you're gonna fly. There's definitely, you're gonna be able to see while you're traveling in this damn thing.
I know, right? All right, so now it's time to get the other headlight done and tie everything up. So which one do you guys think is better? On the left, we got 6000K Auxbeam. On the right, we have the 2500K Amber Auxbeam, both an LED for your fog lights on your Duramax.
I think they're both sweet looking. I don't know what anybody's opinion would be on it. Now it comes down to which one you like better.
And because you can swap them out in 15 seconds per side, you can just keep changing all day long. A lot of amber on the truck already. The only problem is it's not the same amber. It's more of a gold and yellow, if you ask me. So you guys can see it here. Auxbeam's 2500K gold and yellow looks absolutely fantastic. I'm going to run the amber fogs with the 6000K high beam and low beams, as well as the Lightbar, and I think it looks absolutely awesome. What do you guys think? I'm so pumped. Leave your comments below. I think it looks so badass. So here is just regular headlights and fog lights. This is the high beams, which are pretty damn bright. It's not even showing up in camera as bright as it really is, but this is the high beams. Then back to the low beams. Now here is the Lightbar. Absolutely insane.
It's literally like having double powered high beams.
Lightbar's on right now, Lightbar off. Wow. And no headlights. Here's the high beams, and then here's the Lightbar.
Wow.
It is absolutely insane. I absolutely love it. It is nuts. Oh my God, it is so great. Auxbeam, thank you so much to Klaus and all the guys over at Auxbeam. I'm gonna put links down there in the description for you guys so you can get these light bars and LEDs. What do you think, bro?
Definitely worth it.
So if you guys want to get them, I'm gonna put the links down there in the information box, as well as a discount code. Anytime you buy Auxbeam lighting of any sort through my channel, you guys are going to get a serious discount. It's like 30 or 40% off regular price. I'm going to put all that information down in the information box below. A huge thanks to Auxbeam lighting. They sent me the high and low beam LEDs, as well as the 2 different color LED fog lights and the 21-inch curved light bar. Thank you so much. It's a Klaus over at Auxbeam. If you guys want to get the same type of lights that I've installed in this video, check out the information box below for all the links, the coupon codes, and the discounts exclusively from Driveway Demons to Auxbeam Lighting Direct. So definitely check out the information box below. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and comment below what do you think of the lights I put on the Duramax today. Don't forget to check out DrivewayDemons.com. Get your t-shirts, hoodies, and key tags there. Support the channel at DrivewayDemons.com. For all my returning subscribers, thanks so much for stopping in and watching this video once again and supporting the channel. I really appreciate it. We're getting close to 20,000 subscribers, and that's when I'll be doing a huge giveaway. But until the next video, take care and have a great night.